We all know credit cards are an integral part to healthy personal finances in most cases. American Express, as stated over and over in my videos, and I will continue to promote, is one of the best credit card companies in the United States. And I always give deep context, high-level concepts on how you can master developing a healthy relationship with American Express to get access to their best cards, highest limits, best rewards, perks, and benefits, and continual offers with American Express to keep growing your personal finances. I have another one of those concepts to cover with you today on whether or not relationship banking is a necessary factor with American Express. If you're new to my channel, I want to give you context on who I am. My name is James Phillips. I am a 13+ year veteran in the financial services and banking space. I'm an active banker in the corporate world currently. I have, again, over 13 years of experience with an active loan originator's license, mortgage license. I have an active life insurance license, active FINRA Series 6 investment license, small business banking, cash flow, and lending certified. So I am helping everyday consumers. I am helping affluent consumers, and I'm also helping small business owners on a daily basis, as well as an everyday person myself who's also running a small business and working a corporate job. So you're getting this from somebody who's a real person, but you're also getting from a very detailed, literally seasoned professional in the financial services and banking space. So that out of the way, do you need to establish a strong banking relationship with American Express in order to get deep into their credit card ecosystem? And this is something that I need to speak on more personally because, for one, I have a pretty decent relationship with American Express. I have about 4 credit cards with them that are near $70,000 in limits, give or take. And I also have an active personal checking account with them and a high-yield savings account with them. But I also want to cover this because I'm an enormous advocate for relationship banking, obviously hence the career path, but also on top of that, actual live results that I've gotten in my personal finances from leveraging my understanding of relationship banking to grow banking relationships that create a low-risk environment for the financial institution to lend me money at great rates and great terms that's helping me to grow a small business. So whether personal finances or small business, development is your focus, either way, you're going to get value out of understanding what I'm about to cover. If it's necessary, if it's valuable to develop a strong banking relationship with American Express, now that they've branched out into banking as a credit card company. So American Express on its head has been a credit card company as well as a payment network for the life of the company for the most part. And essentially what that has led to is American Express has been one of the premier credit card lenders in the US market and to some degree abroad. Many people have been able to go into the American Express ecosystem and have tremendous success without ever having any other product or service with American Express. And now that American Express has branched out into consumer and business banking, small business banking, it's now a question as to whether or not American Express is starting to alter their underwriting in any way, or as they're collecting all of the data on us they're collecting, is that starting to alter how they make offers to us as cardholders or new potential prospects? Is relationship banking something that is a necessity with American Express now that they're starting to become a formidable and a real tangible financial institution, robust financial institution, and not just a credit card issuer? Well, my perspective on this is going to be simple. The first thing I have to say is there's no definitive evidence that relationship banking is a major component or developing into a major component for American Express in its underwriting and assessment in offering you cards and offering limit increases, etc. American Express has built its bread and butter for decades as a card issuer primarily. And that having been the case, their banking division is, I'm not even sure if it's 10 years old at the time of this recording. It may not even be 5. I'm going to do some research and probably implement it into this video if I can find it. But to my knowledge and my memory, I don't remember American Express having any type of significant banking division prior to the last 5 to 7 or 10 years or so, which means that there's probably not been, and there's also from research not been any major indicators that relationship banking has been impactful in you getting approved or denied by American Express per se. What I'm going to throw a caveat out is the fundamental but high-level concept that relationship banking, as American Express branches out as a full-scale financial services institution, institution is inherently going to be relevant for them. Maybe not a complete predicator on whether or not you get approved or extended offers per se, but relevant because at the end of the day, it's another set of data points that American Express can now pull in-house. American Express has had to build their entire company as a card issuer around learning how to gather data without having branches or internal banking products that they can monitor to find out more about you as a cardholder, as a client, as a borrower. They have not had that luxury that a Chase Bank, Bank of America, Citi, Navy Federal, and any other institution that has brick and mortar financial institutions, as well as full-scale banking products that allows that institution to peep in and monitor your financial behavior. So with that having been the case, American Express now starting to roll this out, and they're throwing out great incentives on their personal checking accounts and small business checking accounts and their high yield savings account and CDs. They are going to start roping in and developing more and more banking clientele. They're going to get a lot more of their existing cardholders to do banking business with them. And this is going to give them way more internal data on your financial health. This in turn, if it has not already, is going to morph into American Express's underwriting in order to give them better insight, in order to give them more firsthand data on who they're extending offers to, who they're taking their applications from. Because now I might be able to see your income coming in as a direct deposit. Now I can see where you're spending your money. Now I can see how you're managing your bank account, if you're overdrafting or not. Now I can see if you're maintaining heavy savings balances and showing good financial habits through saving. I can see that information firsthand now versus being in the dark and having to do, set up a platform and technology and infrastructure to gauge these things vaguely through third-party sources. They now will be able to do this in-house. So it complements to have a full-scale financial services company. American Express having so many, affluent and everyday cardholders on the personal and business side. Now they're branching out into the banking side. Obviously, this is just going to be another revenue generator for them. But on top of that component, for us, when we're looking to grow these relationships, and we know relationship banking is a thing, now we know that we can leverage relationship banking now and going into the future to be a healthier, lower risk borrower and cardholder for American Express to get better offers from them, because we can take the time out and control the picture they see of us by doing the banking with them. They don't have to necessarily do all this back-end third-party verification on income, even though they're going to do it anyway. But you can supply direct deposit now through a checking account at American Express. They don't have to wonder how your cash flow is being managed, because you can do your spending now through your credit cards and pay that money off, or even do some of your spending from your checking account if it makes sense to, right there in house. They can see you carrying good savings balances, or at least consistently contributing to your savings account, another good financial marker, because they offer this product in house. So we may be a little bit ahead of the game when it comes to the relationship banking component. With American Express, I started with American Express from the banking side. My first account with them in 2020 was a high yield savings account. And then after about 3 years, I finally plunged into their credit card ecosystem, which at the time of this recording, I've gotten 4 cards. And again, somewhere in the neighborhood of $70,000, $65,000, $75,000, $70,000 in limits between personal and business side. So I'm having a pretty good, response from them. And I do believe that if not now, in the near future, it's going to be more and more relevant to have a healthy banking relationship with American Express in order to improve your odds of approvals, the limits they're going to want to grant, because again, this is just going to give them more data to be firsthand, to be comfortable with you. The more comfortable, the lower risk you are, the more profitable you look, and they can gauge all of this from your financial behavior, and all of your financial behavior is demonstrated through your bank account. Once they have this in hand, you can manipulate in a positive way your image, not only through your application, but through other data points with American Express, get great credit cards from them, tons of offers, great limits, and grow your personal and small business finances. Comment down below and let me know what you think about banking with American Express. Let me know, do you see this as something that can potentially grow your relationship? If you don't have American Express yet and you're really interested in it, do you want to, or do you see the value in potentially considering starting the banking relationship with them first and graduating into a card offer? Because keep in mind, once you're in their ecosystem, American Express is very very generous about letting you know you're approved without pulling a hard pull on your credit report or a waste of a hard pull, and letting you know about credit limit increases and other offers they have without pulling your credit a bunch of times. So getting in that ecosystem on the deposit side could be a really smart move. Let me know if that's something you think makes sense. Comment any additional thoughts, questions, or comments down below. I want to, as always, keep this conversation going. I have one of the best viewerships on this channel, really intelligent, high-level thinkers, real people in the real world who are managing their finances, and I love when you comment down below. To all my pioneers, welcome back. To my new viewers, welcome in. Support the channel by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Support this channel so this channel can continue to support you. I want each of you to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.